Hey, Malcom Reed here from How to BBQ Right. I'm hanging out here at Mossy Oak in West Point, Mississippi. Folks at Gamekeeper Butcher sent us some quail. I'm gonna get it seasoned up today with some of my Cajun seasoning, stuff it with the dirty rice, cook it all on the smoker. It's gonna be a fantastic recipe. Let me show you how I do it. First thing we're gonna do is get our dirty rice going. Need about a tablespoon olive oil. Then I've got the Trinity going in. Onions, green bell pepper, celery. We're just gonna get all this softened up. We're not trying to caramelize it. Just make it happy on some heat. I'm using some of my Cajun seasoning. You could use whatever you want here. You don't need a lot, just eyeball it. So we're getting a little color on the vegetables here. We're just gonna add a little garlic now after they got softened up. 3 or 4 cloves will do it. Just mix it in. A couple more minutes, we're gonna add the venison. It's smelling good already. So now the vegetables are right where I want them. You want to add 1 pound of ground venison to it. We're just going to break it up. We're going to brown it with the vegetables. So the venison's browned up real nice. We're going to put a little more of the Cajun seasoning to it. We want this dish to have some flavor. So just season it up. Now we're ready for our rice. I've got 2 cups of long grain rice going in. We need some liquid, and I'm using some beef broth today. Need about 3.5 cups of the beef broth. That's about right there. Mix it all in, and we just want it to come up to a simmer, and we're going to cover it, cut the heat down, let the rice steam in the vegetables, in the ground venison, and all that good Cajun seasoning. So when the dirty rice got done, I went ahead and pulled some of it out, put it in just a clear bowl, let it cool down, because we're going to actually stuff it in these Gamekeeper quail. And these quail come already clean. You don't have to do any prep to them, just thaw them out. They got a nice cavity there that we can get some stuffing down in. That's going to give us some mass. It's going to help them cook even. It's also going to put some of that flavor, those Cajun flavors, the dirty rice inside each cavity. And it's going to hold probably about a spoon or 2 worth. I'm just going to see what I can pack in it. You don't have to get crazy with it. Nice little bite. The dirty rice right inside each quail. 1 more to knock out here. Just going to kind of open that cavity up. Get as much of that rice as we can off in there. If it spills out, it's okay. Just kind of pat it down. We got to get some seasoning on the outside of this quail. So the first thing, I've got a little bit of peanut oil. You could use any kind of fat you want. If you want to do melted bacon fat, a little butter, it doesn't work. Love the flavor the peanut oil gives the skin. It's a good choice. We're just going to lightly brush the outsides. It's going to help that skin crisp up. Make sure you get the legs too. Now we're going to go Cajun seasoning on the outside. Keep those Cajun flavors going. King Crawl is going to do the trick. Just run a little bit right down the tops on each row. We're going to fire up the pellet grill, run it at 300 degrees with some pecan pellets. It's going to be perfect. So the pellet grill's up to temps, running 300. Got a little smoke rolling out. We're just going to set these right on the grate. Check the internal temperature on about 30 minutes. We're looking for about 165 internal. Won't take them too long, about an hour or so. So this quail have been on the grill for about 1 hour. I want to check the internal on them. The color on them is looking beautiful. But I want to see at least 165 in the breast. Oh yeah, 162. Just spot check a few of them. That looks perfect to me. I know they're going to carry over just a little bit. Beautiful golden roast on them. Cajun seasoning's kind of darkened them up with that peanut oil. The skin's actually crispy on them. The way I'm going to serve them is we're going to plate the dirty rice up here in a big casserole bowl, family style. And we'll just transfer these quail right to the top. Just arrange them however you want on it. Well, you know, I got 3 of them left. Let's take one off and try it. Let's cut one of the little quarters off. You know, I like that dark meat. It's juicy, it's moist, it's got the crispy skin on the outside. But that dark meat's where it's at. I'm just gonna cut this one right in half. Let's take some of this breast off. We've got the stuffing on the inside. That was just for flavor, just for mass. Really just wanna eat the meat. It's juicy, it's tender, it's full of flavor. That quail is really awesome. Y'all gotta give it a shot. We'll see y'all next time. Dude, that's really good. Like really good.